Did you know this was a thing? This is Gavin Harrison playing Bonnie the Cat by Porcupine Tree. And I did not know this was a thing until my student shared it with me a couple weeks ago. What great stuff! Like Danny Carey and Vinny had a baby. Anyway, I started to notice a certain flavor of 30-second note lick happening throughout the song. And my student noticed it too. So I thought I'd break down what he's doing. A quick look under the hood revealed it wasn't anything super complex. It was mainly the sound and the context when Gavin plays it that makes it sound cool. So today I'll show you what I think the lick and sticking are, then give you a way to practice this so you're not just memorizing it, but you can actually hear ideas like this in your own play. Today on 80/20, lick inspired by Gavin Harrison. Stay tuned. And dudes, just to let you know, if you'd like a complete transcription of everything I break down in this lesson, you can get that by clicking the link below the player and telling me where to send it. With that out of the way, let's get on with the show. Step 1. The lick. Let's first talk about the most basic incarnation of the lick, which would be this.
I know what will be.
Let's go to the kit so I can demonstrate. And occasionally we also hear him do this. Finally, there's a part in the song where he plays this. And so occasionally you'll hear him embellish it this way. So let's break down what's actually going on in this lick. The first thing is this, which is really just this. If we reduce this down to just a 2-beat kernel, it sounds like this. And we can think about different ways of orchestrating it. Obviously, the way Gavin orchestrates it is one way. But you could just as easily go the opposite direction. Or you could go from high toms to low toms. To practice this, I'll try it first without rim shots and just practice orchestrating it. And if you want to at this point, you can do it with rim shots, but that's more of an advanced skill, so I do it slowly. The next thing I'd practice is to try this as a fill after a bar of groove. And I'm going to start here with the rim shot version, but at the slower 16th note rate. Next, we can do the version where we're playing no rim shots, but we'll try to do it at the 30-second note rate. I'll play the groove a little bit slower. But those are just the basics. To get more comfortable with this language, we need to dive deeper. Step 2. Adding another double. One easy way to mess with this is by adding another beat to it and making a 3-beat phrase, like this. And the classic Gavin Harrison way to orchestrate it would probably be something like this. But just as before, you can orchestrate it a bunch of different ways. I'd first practice this slowly with the rim shots. Next, I'd practice it a little bit faster, first without rim shots. So obviously you can practice filling around a groove with this style as well. But what's actually more interesting is if you make a switching exercise out of it. A switching exercise is when you take two different idioms and mix and match between them. For instance, one idiom in the switching exercise could be this, and another could be this. Now, watch me mix and match these without even worrying about where the beat is for now. Here, I'm just playing on the snare drum and using the phrase order and some dynamics to create interest. Next, I'll orchestrate. Finally, let's add the rim shots back in and do it a little more slowly. Here's the first idiom. Keep in mind, whenever I play the last two notes on the snare, I play them as rim shots. You can play them on any surface, but when you play them on the snare, try to play them as rim shots. Here's the second idiom. Now let's make some phrases with these idioms without worrying too much about staying in 4 at this point. The final stage is to incorporate bars of 4 into the switching, and that's a little more advanced. To be completely real, this will be a challenge for some of you. One slight shortcut I can share is to try playing it with a song you're familiar with. Be that as it may, I'll try to demonstrate it for you here. And that's how you might practice improvising, by switching between these idioms. But obviously the final stage is we want to be able to do this as a fill. Now I'll show you how. Step 3. Trading with yourself. The final stage for today is trading with yourself, but still doing the switching exercise in the fill. Let's go to the kit and I'll show you how I'd practice this. First, I'll trade with myself, playing the idioms as 30-second notes without rim shots. Now we'll attempt the most advanced version of this, which is playing the entire thing with rim shots. So dudes, this was a short one, just a little Gavin Harrison inspired lick thingy I thought you might like. And just a reminder, if you'd like a complete transcription of the kind of kernel idioms that I used to improvise with, we'll have that transcribed for you below the player. Just click the link and tell me where to send it. Dudes, it's been real, always enjoy these. See you again real soon in another Lesson of the Week.